She nearly fell off the skeleton centipede. She startled the sisters while they were cooking.
You want to know better than to sneak up and scare somebody with a knife in their hand, you little brat!
Our journey continues.
Here we have another fantastic, exceptional episode of 𝐒𝐻𝐚𝐧𝐧𝐞𝐥. Everything from introducing the tomboy princess to Ogre fighting a jade eagle to eating some buffaloes to going on a journey to getting a big payday to getting intertwined with the potential royal family sometime in the future, to brand new baby goblins being born back in their hometown, back in the forest, whatever, to the girls all deciding to stay with Ogre, which we knew that was going to happen regardless, but just thing after thing after thing, this episode was really awesome. Also finding out that Ogre has the ability to transform himself and kind of like reanimate, kind of like redigitize, like reanimate himself into a different being. Basically, he's able to kind of like mystique himself. That's an X-Men reference, but he's able to kind of like, transform himself into whatever he sees fit. So this episode, he spent a lot of time transforming himself back into what he looked like before in the previous world, which finally gave us an insight into what he looked like. Because we did see him kind of like dark and gloomy and getting killed and stuff, but we legitimately got to see what his body and what he actually looked like before. He was able to instantly transform himself into what he looked like before. That way he could go around town and just be a human and eat and, drink some wine and, take the sights in and stuff. So just really great episode of 𝐒𝐻𝐚𝐧𝐧𝐞𝐥. And I just really loved it from beginning to end. Like, this was just a fantastic, like, honestly, just like a 10 out of 10 episode. I thought that this episode was just fantastic. I enjoyed every moment. I was completely engaged. I laughed a couple of times. I was taken in or taken aback by the princess and just her personality and how she is and everything. I thought it was just a really cool episode of 𝐒𝐻𝐚𝐧𝐧𝐞𝐥. So kind of through the different things that happen, they finally land into town, and right off the jump, Ogre tells the girls, he's like, hey, I want you guys to spend time here and blah, blah, blah. And by the end of it, I want you guys to let me know if you would like to return with me back home, or back to our domain. If you would like to stay here, whatever you guys choose, I'll respect it. Like, it's your choice. Now inside in his inner monologue the whole time, I love how he was like, I really hope that they decide to go back with me. But, as part of the thing to where he's keeping his word. He's a man of his word. He put out his word out there, and he was like, this is the deal. Through the rest of it, we got gifted with like a montage of them going through the town and registering with the guild, getting a lot of different supplies, getting a lot of different, weapons, a lot of different things that they were able to get and gather as they went through the town. Ogre, obviously big ass Ogre. A lot of people were very on guard by this like supreme monster being inside of town, but a lot of people were pretty accepting of it. They went through all of that stuff, and then eventually he felt the need to want to explore just on his own without any escorts or anything, so he transformed into himself, the prior world, and he went out and he was hearing a lot of rumblings about him around town, and then that led him into meeting the princess's guard, because he almost got jumped, and he found like this organization of bad guys or something that had like they had rings that had like a little mark, like a little like a bird and some other stuff on there. And he ended up meeting the princess's guard, and he helped him out and found out that the princess, that he was guarding had been captured because she is very eccentric, and that led him to go and help him out, and he saved the princess. He did some mind control stuff on the guard, and then he gave him his card and stuff because he's a mercenary. He set up himself as a mercenary group. They ended up taking up a job to escort the princess back to the royal capital. And then we get the whole nother montage of them traveling as we see the princess eccentricness with not being scared of him, not being scared of monsters, just being a very curious person and really garnering his attention and really grabbing his attention by her seemingly natural nature. And then the end of the episode, he kind of explains to her, because she's like, why the hell do you keep eating everything? And he explains to her of like, really it's to absorb their abilities, but he explains that, he feels obligation to take responsibility. So therefore he eats what he kills to kind of absorb that. Very profound explanation. And that's kind of where we end the episode. Next week is called Fulgent. I don't even know what the hell that word even means. I've never come across that word before. Let me see if there's a meaning, because I don't really know what that word even means. Apparently it's a Hindi word, it seems. Okay, so it's derives of Hindi, but it's an English word. It's meaning, or it's what do you call it? What it means is dazzlingly bright. So in a sentence, it would be used as the fulgent starlight casts hard shadows. So dazzlingly bright. So basically next week is RE bright, or dazzling bright. So something's gonna razzle dazzle next week. I don't know why they would use such a complicated fucking word. It's so annoying. Just say bright or something. But anyways, those are the thoughts on this week's episode. So let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments down below. But 10 out of 10, ReMonster, the gem of the season. It keeps giving, it keeps hitting. Definitely one of the anime of the season that I really feel like has not had a sour moment. Each episode has just been fantastic. And it really needs to be praised for that. And then on top of it, it's also dubbed. So it always, for me, when you have these anime, these isekai anime and stuff that may not be the cream of the crop, when they get dubs, it just makes them that much more watchable. So the fact that this has that too, it's just incredible. So anyways, fantastic episode of ReMonster. Can't wait to see more. I'll see you guys next week for episode number 9. I'll see you guys next week for episode number 10 as we head into the 10th week of ReMonster. All right. You stay good. Happy Memorial Day. See you guys next week. Peace.